Blues fans, and what an absolute cracker of a game against Essendon on Saturday night. Without doubt, one of the hardest, fastest games I've seen all season. It was absolutely sensational in those first three quarters. Both teams absolutely throwing themselves at the ball to get possession of it, with no concern at all about what damage or injury they were going to get to their bodies. It was the way Aussie rules should be played. It was sensational. Unfortunately, the result didn't work out the way we wanted to. Losing by 6 points at the final siren pretty well seals our season, doesn't it? That's another close loss we've had to Essendon this year, and added up with 2 or 3 other losses we've had in the 1-goal, 2-goal region. That's the way it's gone for Carlton. We haven't been good enough to beat those teams that are above us on the ladder. Although we may have a second chance, simply because of the drug scandal and all of the actions that are being taken by the AFL against Essendon, they may lose their points for the season, which means we'll gain another 8 points. Obviously, if we win against Port Adelaide on the last round of the season, we may have enough points to get into the 8. Of course, it may then again come to percentage. And our percentage is not all that flash, and Adelaide does have a pretty good percentage. So it's all up in the air at the moment. But at this stage, I'd like to look at the reality of it. Without Essendon losing those points, we weren't good enough to make the final 8. So as one-eyed as I am, as passionate I am about being a Carlton fan, even I know we aren't good enough to win this year's premiership. But if we're in the finals, I really want us to win the premiership. I want to see us get to the finals. I want to see us make more than 1 game, more than 2 games, and maybe make 3 games out of it. But reality, we aren't fast enough. That was what's shown again. We were chasing jumpers in that last quarter against Essendon. When we showed up against the Western Bulldogs the week before, we don't have the pace. It's not lack of desire or commitment by the players, we just aren't fast enough. Our list is a little bit too old, but only fractionally old. But still, season 2013, maybe 1 game to go, maybe 2 or 3 to go. The thing is, we've got through our first season with Mick Malthouse. We've been around the mark. Mick Malthouse will be developing and building a new team list, I'm sure of that. That's what he does. He goes to clubs, he creates them, from the Bulldogs to West Coast Eagles to Collingwood. That's what his career has always been highlighted by. Building up a team and winning premierships, except the Bulldogs, of course. But here we are, 2013, nearly well and done. It's been a good season. We've had our high moments, we've had our low moments. So go you Blues, bring on September, and maybe we might get ourselves a finals win on the board.
It's the Australian way, the grand final, shouting and having you say, the